What's up, guys? Dickopinion here, and I want to have the Mafia 3 talk. And, well, basically, yeah, it was kind of a big warning when they didn't send out review codes for reviewers, and it kind of just came out, and everyone was like, well, let's give it a try. And to be honest, what a letdown. I think the two that are competing for me is really Mafia 3 and Watch Dogs 2. They're both open world video games, and I love open world games. And honestly, Mafia 3 has got me stoked for Watch Dogs 2 because I at least know San Francisco in Watch Dogs 2 will be amazing even if the game sucks. Now, here are my gripes about Mafia 3, okay? It starts off for the first 2 hours, gives a big old story, and it's okay. It's not as good as Mafia 2's story, but it's okay. It's a cool little reason to do what you're doing, and then it lets you loose. The first thing I did was I went up to a pedestrian and I wanted to fight them, you know? I really like fighting pedestrians. Ever since Grand Theft Auto 4, where you could fist fight people and you could like shoot them and they'd like limp away and like struggle for their life and like really seem alive. Ever since then, I always loved messing with pedestrians, and that's always the first thing I do because I want to see, how realistic it is. In this game, they have about four different type of moves. Now, the move that you'll always get when you attack a pedestrian is just he walks up to them, does a slight tap on their nose, like a little punch in the face, and they fall down and die. You can do this to any pedestrian you see, and they'll just fall down and be dead. Now, they have a couple of different animations, like he might walk up to someone and trip him up and like give him kind of like a head to the ground, or he might push somebody. But honestly, the pedestrians die almost instantly. He walks up to him and just punches him in the face. There's no fight. There's nobody attacking him for hitting somebody. It is ridiculous how terrible the pedestrians are, and they feel really, really, really dead. And that's something that I really hated about the game. So something else I want to talk about is, for me, I love open world games, and I love to explore them. I love to explore them down on the ground, and I love to explore them up in the air, flying around. Mafia 3, as far as I saw, does not have any type of helicopters, any type of airplanes. There's no way to fly around the town and look how beautiful it is from above. And I think that is super, super important in a game. Something that really bothers me about this game is the map itself. The map itself is completely dead. You want to talk about them not having animals in this game? There's one animal. There's alligators in the water. That's it. You won't find a dog, cat, deer. You won't even find little butterflies or flies flying around. It is completely a dead city. The pedestrians walk around aimlessly, that you can go up to them and tap them on the shoulder and they die instantly. The cars are all right. There's a lot of cars on the screen. I do think this game is pretty at time, but there's nothing to do and it's dead. Example, let me say something good about the game. This game has a crap load of places in the city that you can go inside that are fully detailed of people walking around inside them, and it's pretty, like gas stations, bars, strip clubs. Like, you can go inside a lot of these places, and that's stepping forward. It's the only time this game actually took a step forward in 2016 instead of took steps back and basically felt like a 2012 game. But the only time it took a step forward was with the fact that the world did have a lot of places you can go in. But here's the thing, if you go into a diner, you can't do anything. You can't sit down and have a drink. You can't sit down and order a meal. You can't really do anything. You can't go to the machine and buy a Coke. You can't do anything in this world. It is ridiculous how numbingly boring it is. And that's really why Mafia 3 is bad. It has a really dead world. And what hurts me about it is it has such potential. It just maybe wasn't ready. Like, it looked like it was could be a great game, but like it just bites because like the driving's fun. I do like the map enough. The story isn't that bad, and I like how the missions are structured, but there's so many glitches and bugs, and it's such a dead city. Like, if they would have added life to the pedestrians that want to fight for their life and fight you back whenever you fight them, if they would have added more variety in possibly the cars and more variety inside the buildings to be able to actually interact with things and not just have it be an open hole of nothing. If they did something where you can go to like an airport and get a helicopter. I don't know if they even have helicopters. I know the year is supposed to be 1968. I get that, but it's important in an open world game to have these things, and Mafia 3 didn't. It was missing so much things that could have made this game great, and basically, that's why it sucks, and that's why it failed, and it really let me down because I absolutely adored Mafia 2. But Mafia 3 came out in the time that we have Grand Theft Auto 5, and if you aren't stepping up to that, don't even come to the plate. That's my opinion on Mafia 3. You can call it a review. I rented it in Redbox for about 4 days. Cost me $12, and I actually think that's a ripoff because I really didn't have that much fun of it, to be honest. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about Mafia 3, and I'll talk to you later. Dusk can fly. Peace. Hey guys, Duck here. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys could support the channel by liking and subscribing and even leaving a comment below, it'd really mean a lot to me. And if you guys want to go the extra mile, we have a Patreon page. You can check it out in the link in the description below. And we have different goals that you guys can donate to, and it would really help keep this channel afloat. Thank you guys so much for listening. Ducks can fly, so please help us survive. Peace.